Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the third and final part of the Mondeo series. So if you remember, we put this back up in April. It was pretty worse wear at the time. It would have probably gone to the scrapyard if we hadn't picked it up. It needed paint pretty much all around, the headlining was sagging, and there's just numerous little small issues which were preventing the car from looking its best. So I'll talk you around now what we've done. So if we start with the exterior, as you can see straight away, the car's had a full roof spray all round. It was particularly bad on the roof, where it was very patchy and it just needed sanding back and front of it spraying, which we've done. Moving on to the front bumper is brand new, and Aaron's sprayed that for us, which looks lovely. It actually looks like brand new now. We'll spot the new front plate, I'll talk about that in a second. If we look at the rear now, so the new rear bumper at the back, which Aaron's again resprayed. Looks really nice now. Moving on, I've also replaced one of the number plate lights. It was completely out and it would have been an advisory, so that's all sorted now. Also may notice that the new rear wipers on as well now. Last one was just literally hanging off and it needed just a fresh one putting on, so that's all sorted. So if we now take a look at the engine bay, it's had a full detail. As you can see, it's spotless now. It's a lot better than it was before. It's really grubby and needed a good going over. Also, the rocker cover was leaking slightly, so we've replaced that and given the car a fresh service. So just to finish off on the engine bay, we've also replaced the thermostat as it was stuck open. The gauge wasn't always showing the correct temperatures at times, especially when it was in kind of cooler temperatures like 15 degrees or less. That's sorted now. So if you remember at the start of the video, I talked about the car's a new front number plate, as you can see. So the car's due an MOT about in a month's time, and we knew that it would either get an advisory on it or fail on it, so we didn't want that. So we got the new front plate put on it, and about a week ago we took the car for an MOT, and it actually passed. So which is amazing really, considering the car's 30 years old in a couple of months, and the MOT tester actually complimented the car to say how good it was. Additionally, on the exterior, I also wax saw the front subframe and rear subframe. I was pleasantly surprised to see no rust at all underneath the body. So next I want to talk about the interior. So we've done quite a lot on the interior. If you can remember, the headlining was sagging when we first got the car, especially towards the rear. The seats were quite grubby and needed a very good clean, so I'll show you that now. So let's take a look inside. So as you can see, the seats are absolutely immaculate now, all round. And under the carpets as well. So between us, me and my good friend Ted from A Jolly Good Wash, have probably spent around 5 to 7 hours detailing inside of the car, and I think it really shows now. It was really grubby before. It wasn't particularly filthy and it wasn't muddy at all, but it just needed a really good going over. So we've now wet vacuumed it completely from top to bottom, and also giving it the mould protection now, so even if it does get stored for a while, it's harder for the mould to come back, so it looks really good now. I'm really pleased with it. So if you can cast your minds back to the first part 1 video, the Mondeo videos that we did, the headliner at the back, especially the boot area, was extremely sagged. It was hanging down, it was probably even below the rear window, it was that bad in fact, and it needed just complete stripping back and redoing. In total, I'll probably say I've spent around 11 or 12 hours doing it, and I'd just like to say thank you to my dad, my granddad and my girlfriend for helping me on that. It was quite time consuming, and I'm glad everyone was quite patient with me. It was the first time I'd done anything like that before. It's not easy, but now I've done one, I could probably do another one in the future. I think I'll feel a bit more confident doing it. And if you're thinking about doing this yourself, just give it a go. You'll be quite surprised at the results. As you can see this now, I'll leave some proper inlaid clips later to what it looks like now, but I'm really impressed with it. Another thing to mention as well, we replaced the backlight for the stereo, so that works nicely now and you can actually see it when the car's switched on. So I think that wraps up the third and final part of the Mondeo series. Someone is actually coming to view the car tonight, so it might have actually sold by the time you actually see this video, unfortunately. Me and Aaron have really enjoyed working on this car and learning how to fix some of the items on it. It's our first project car between us, and we hope to do more in the future. Once this sells, it'll help fund the Z4 project we're doing together. And yeah, I hope someone enjoys it and keeps it this clean for another 30 years. Something I meant to add in the video before finishing. The car actually means quite a lot to me. The first car I ever went in when I was born was a Mondeo hatchback. So basically the same car as this, but the sort of hatchback version. So it really means a lot to me. I really hope this to go to someone that really enjoys it. Believe it or not, it actually shares the same birthday with me in August, so it's pretty amazing really. So I think that wraps up part 3 of the Mondeo video. I'll catch you on the next one.